What's up, Spikelings? The stream's only source of entertainment, Esther here, welcoming you back to the Shark Typhoon. Today, we're changing things up with actual jokes and some real joy in the stream. So sit back, relax, and get ready to have fun for a change.
On the play, I think we keep turn 2 Chalice, turn 4 Ring. One of the most exciting sets of all time was just fumbled so bad. Like, yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of y'all in the chat that like were really interested in Modern, were really excited for MH3, and have had a lot of their hype killed because Nadu hasn't been still legal. Was it more insane to loop in Mockingbirds with Ranger Captains? I do think that Jeskai Energy deck was good. I don't wait, no Surveil? I think maybe they meant to get a Surveil land and goofed it up. Yeah, a lot of, like, right before RCQ season, it was just such a fumble. And I'm just sure it's because some executive is like, we made a promise, damn it, we're sticking to this scheduled BNR announcement. So I don't know. 10 more days. 10 more days, it'll be gone, hopefully. But it was a big fumble to not emergency ban. In my opinion. Well, you may take this Ephemerate into my Chalice. What if they ban Nadu and Ring? That would be great. Would love that. Does anybody know the Ring is the most played card in Modern? I've learned that very recently. Alright, I'm gonna Chalice them 2 next turn. It's just so tough for them to beat. So maybe I should Ring first because of the whole frog situation. Yeah, I don't know. Chalice is just... They have some answers to it usually. It's just brutal though. Yeah, if the Ring gets banned, everyone can shut up. It's kind of how I felt about the Fury ban for a while. I was so sick of like people pushing for the Fury ban. I really wanted them to ban Grief instead of Fury, and I still think the format would have been better if that had happened, but I do think that one or the other being banned kind of lets the other one stay for a while. And now Grief is like, Grief sees play in Gorios, and Grief sees play in Mono Black Necro, it sees play in Living End. But like Red Black Scam is pretty dead now, so that's something. They do have a pending. Although the Chalice one is still pretty problematic for them. Yeah, most of the argument for banning Grief is, I hate that card. I once got Grief Scam. I know. I get it. Grief is very unfun. The Ring can be unfun. I get it. But also, like, to some extent, I tend to enjoy this kind of like hot and cold dynamic in Modern. It's like Modern is. It's always been a format where you hate some cards, You hate the Tron lands, you hate the, a little bit of hate goes a long way in a format. You know what I mean? I'd rather, I would love everybody to love every card, but that basically never happens. But it's better for people to be hot and cold on a format rather than lukewarm, like Pioneer. Like, I don't know that there are that many cards in Pioneer that people hate. Maybe there are. But for me, I just like feel nothing when I think about Pioneer. How did Cube go last night? So the Cube event was very, very fun. We lost in the finals to Juju Bean. It is indeed still too free for the Bean, it seems. Another tower. Go ahead and just Seer before we reset the Ring. A lot of people hate Amalia. That's fair, yeah. Valid. A lot of people hate cards in Pioneer. Yeah, that's probably true. At least for me, I just like don't feel anything when I think about Pioneer cards. Like there's when I think about hating a Pioneer card, there's nothing that comes to mind. I just kind of feel so neutral on every Pioneer card. I just feel nothing. That was on me. I didn't get to watch the last match. Yeah, that makes sense. They discard Atraxa not to Tainted Indulgence, but to... Oh, I guess did they draw 2 with the Indulgence? They might have. And then they discard their entire hand, which is quite the move. So why don't we just exile their graveyard, exile the frog. Pioneers in the format, I can play Hidden Strings. No, dude, Hidden Strings is good at Modern. The Total Storm deck's playable. To be 4-0 last night. So last night you didn't need the 4-0, you needed the 6-0. And we started off 5-0, and then we lost to Juju Beans in the finals. But we're now Juju Beans alternate in the event tomorrow. Not gonna get to play. But I'm proud alternate of Juju Bean for tomorrow's event. Alright, there's Tron. Get Stonebrain? Okay, so we're on the draw against a deck that we don't really care about having basics in, so we'll just cut the Swamp for a Gemstone Caverns. Beyond that, I want to keep in the Tormod's Crypt to get off of Karn. Dismember is pretty good against Frog. They'll play one over the second Allah's Dust. Keep one Allah's Dust in. Wait, wasn't that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. It was last night. It wasn't even... It was like 12 hours ago. Or 14 hours ago. Yeah, like, of all the people in the world you could be alternates for, Juju Bean is like... There's no way that man is missing missing the event. What was my third draft? So we drafted a 4-color Omnath good stuff deck. We only had one basic land in the deck. It was like okay. We did open Mox Sapphire again, and actually we had Mox Sapphire both of our drafts that event. Much better in the second deck. We're just good mana curve, good mana. Nothing too crazy. We have Kozilek's Command, which is one of the best cards of the matchup. We have a Eldrazi Temple to go with it. Get this one to keep. So we take a Mine, we could take a Labyrinth, take a Labyrinth. And they called it a Mine. A Mine. I want to save this Chalice to Chalice on 2, so we'll just go map turn 1 here. And what's good about this hand now that we get the Labyrinth is if they play Frog on turn 2, we can Kozilek's Command it and then untap and play Chalice on 2. Didn't realize you drafted twice yesterday. I technically drafted 3 times. So we did the the morning draft. We lost in round 1, and then the structure of the 64-person draft is you have to 3-0 a draft and 3-0 another one. And all the people who 3-0'd their draft play against each other. And so our first deck was pretty mediocre. We had like a mono red deck that was missing a few playables, but like was pretty had some of the best stuff. It was kind of a weird build. So if I make spawns, I could Devourer and Atraxa next turn. I think I'll make the spawns because I have Chalice on 2 to play next turn. We'll do this main phase because of Ephemerates. Do you have bullets left? No, but I can get... So the feeder leagues, which is where you get your bullets, opens up tomorrow. So tomorrow is the Modern Showcase Challenge. So we'll be playing that, and we'll be drafting more Vintage Cube, assuming it is live, because sometimes they change the schedule last second. But we'll be drafting more. I don't know how much I'll do drafting on stream. I was kind of productive doing it off stream last time, so I might just try to stick to that, but we'll see. So I don't see an Ephemerate in this pile, which is always good. They could obviously already have one. But it's a big long shot. Like this is not an easy event to spike. No pun intended. I'm just having a fun time. I'm just having a fun time trying. I knew you have Devour. I think I sort of played around Chalice on 1 to play around this plus Ephemerate. I don't know. It's just we have Chalice on 2 next turn. Chalice on, that's the number you want to play it on is 2. I don't know. It's also like the Goryo's deck, it's just, I played a lot of it. It's just kind of tough to have, like, you know, to have it all this early every time without any, like, selection. I feel okay about the line, but maybe we could have done it differently. I guess I'm grabbing the Labyrinth. The game plan was obvious. They dropped the Atraxa is the only reason why. Well, they dropped the Atraxa in response to the Kozilek's command. So at that point, like, it's not like we had the, you know, we couldn't pivot course. But they would kind of discard the Atraxa even if they didn't have the Goryos for whatever that's worth. I don't know. I don't like super disagree with you. I agree that it was close. Did they bring a Wrath just for Chalice? I guess so. I mean, it seems it's fine. Like, sometimes you'll get multiple things, and Chalice is really problematic for them. You could have used the spawn tokens to Chalice. Oh, sorry. You wanted to use the spawns to cast the Chalice. I see. No, that does make sense. Yeah, that was better. Although I'm very sad to have lost my breaker 4/5. So if I draw a land, I can devour this. Otherwise, we can maybe just put a ring into play. So they do have more griefs in the deck, and there's not really a way for them to kill my Karn, right? They can't. I guess they could maybe. Prismatic Ending X equals 4. Are there any blue-green sideboards for Wrath the Skies? I'm thinking about a Saga Cannoneer deck where counter spells are kind of awkward. Well, if counter spells are awkward, there's not going to be like another card that is not like a reactive 1 or 2 mana card for Wrath the Skies, right? There's not, you know, it's like Flare of Denial is kind of like the only, or Flare of the white flare. That's kind of it, I think. As far as like 0 mana, like protect the board. You can play some 0 mana counters. You can try to play Force of Negation. But I agree. Wrath the Skies is just such a nightmare for these Saga Cookbook decks. They may be just kind of dead for a while. I'm going to forget about the Tormod Crypt, or may they perhaps type a juicy message in chat about how lucky I am? I would love that. The hand should be a Traxa mystery card at the moment. So if I draw a land off the ring, I could Stonebrain. Why don't we just cast the ring, see what we draw, and then there's a good chance I'll just like Trinisphere. Okay, so now their hand is just an Atraxa. Yeah, I think I don't want to go minus for some like mediocre card like Trinisphere here, only for my opponent to attack the Karn for 1 and I can't get something impactful next turn. When do they use an Exile Graveyard? So Consigned to Memory is not a strictly better Stifle. It can only counter triggered abilities. The Exile mode is an activated ability. Okay, we've played 2 full matches of Magic in between rounds here. Why not a third? Why not a third? Right, keep Adelphia. Deck. Yeah, I don't have this one in the Mox Field right now, but this is just one of the lists I'm considering for the showcase tomorrow. I've been liking this build, and the big thing here is we're not playing any copies of Emrakul. We're not playing any Urza Sagas. We're playing Breaker of Creation instead, which I've liked a lot. Ooh, burn. Yeah, would prefer to be playing against Energy just for testing. But turn 2 Seer is still good against burn all this year. After all these years, we'll take Rolling Vortex, I guess, over Boros Charm. I might crack the map and get another Labyrinth for next turn. Eldritch Cube Go. We lost in the finals to Juju Bean. It was indeed 2 free. We're gonna get triple blocked. Boros Charm deals 4, the other one deals 3. Seems like a easy choice. Was Tron uploaded the Mox? No, I'll go and put in the Mox Field extension. Although this list is in there somewhere. It's just like we played this exact deck. I'm just kind of like circling back to it. I thought this build was great, and we have a showcase challenge. Okay, so yeah, it's now in the Mox Field as the second deck. Oh, they killed the Thought-Knot Seer. Okay, so I'm down to 13. Frieza with the 38. Thank you. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I did not see until someone said that the Hollow One deck went third yesterday. I do think that deck's great. I'm excited that it top 8'd. We're like 12-4 overall, which is a good record. I guess I could consider it for tomorrow's showcase, but we'll see how the Woodlands deck goes today too. This deck has of course been very strong so far. I think we tap like this. We could still play another Thought-Knot Seer. And maybe I don't want... I guess I don't want to lose any more life to the ring. So I guess that whole consideration about Thought-Knot Seer doesn't matter so much. We'll just put a Devourer into our hand and cast that next turn. Okay. Alright, so Gemstone Caverns in on the draw over the swamp. And I'm just going to run it back here. And then there are still 3 matches in progress. We might get to play 3 full modern matches in between rounds of this challenge. We beat that Tron opponent so fast. I was also testing 3 Pyroclasms inside of the Hollow One deck. Pyroclasm is really weird in Hollow One because of the whole Bowmaster Inti, the 1-2 minutes discard a card situation. I don't think we can keep turn 2 Chalice on the draw. Mine Tower Power Plant. Don't mind if I do. Might be a little slow on the draw against burn. We might Devour into something. Am I at all tempted to circle back to mono green version for showcase? I'm tempted, yeah. I could try to get some testing of that done today. Maybe after this. It's been a while. Big fan of that deck still. Yeah, I mean, Deluge is an option, but it's just, like, so expensive is the problemo. Yeah, we'll just take a Chalice for a turn 2 play here, I think. But, so one thing about, like, sweepers in the sideboard of Hollow One is I've just, like, been beating energy without them. I've just been, like... I just put a Phoenix on a big thing and I race. And I try to kill their Guide of Souls if I can. And I try to Surgical the Flage. But like we just haven't been losing to energy so far. Not that you can't lose to energy, of course, but it just hasn't seemed to be a problem so far. I think we're like 3-1 against it. So they got 2 cards in their hand, we're at 10 life. We probably just Trinisphere here, right? and try to coating them out of the game. Played 5 leagues. I'm 2-4 versus energy. Yeah, maybe I was running hot. But also just like having 3 mana cards like Toxic Deluge and your 18 land deck, and like this is your sideboard point is tough. I did try Fear Fire Foes, and I did not walk away from playing Fear Fire Foes thinking it was like a good a good option. That might be. So I want to go after their Horizon lands here because they can like pop them in response to coating, which can be kind of annoying. So we just want to get them now if we can. What does the basic swamp do for a deck? If my opponent Besages me, I can get a basic land. Well, this deck's looking pretty strong so far. We played 3 full modern matches in between rounds here. Let's not go for 4. Yeah, Fear Fire Foes is so slow, I agree. And Deluge is not, like, better, so... I have some pre-game effects here, opponent. Oh, sorry, let me put this up. Yeah, this is a league. We're 2-0 this league with this Eldrazi Tron build I'm considering for tomorrow's showcase. But the Woodlands deck is going great today, so yeah, there's a good chance that that's what we end up playing. We'll see. They did reveal Gigantha, so probably imprint Devour instead of All Is Dust, expecting them to be on Mardu Energy here. Let's say no to all of these off the first Devourer. Yes to Kolagon's command. Have you ever considered Mono White Tron? I remember Bob49 was playing some Mono White Tron. Was not really too keen on the archetype. Yeah, we're 3-0 the Chalice. Have we? I guess we lost game 2 to Dimir, I think. We've been crushing so far. Might as well. The explain reason for not playing green over black. Okay, I'm not playing black in this deck. I guess that might be the confusing part. I just have a swamp for Beseiju. This is a completely colorless build. Green for Worldbreaker and Mycospawn are both great. I don't love playing a few green sources, and I also think that Breaker of Creation is just phenomenal in this shell, and I really want to be very in on Breaker of Creation if I can be. So 3, 4, 5. I have to get Temple over Sea Gate Wreckage because All Is Dust, I guess, just this. I don't really want them to be able to discard Flage. Because I need to get the All Is Dust out of my hand first before I can start Sea Gate Wreckaging. Is Woodland... Yeah, I'm considering Woodland for tomorrow. I mean, that's a big part of me playing in the challenge, is like testing it for tomorrow. I do think the deck is very good. It's been very good for us all week, and I wanted to run it through this event first and see how it goes, and it's obviously going pretty well. At this point, it seems like there's a good chance we play it tomorrow. Okay, my opponent should not have cast this. I think they cast it because they thought they would go up 2 energy, but you only get 2 energy from Static Prison if you target something. Has Cookbook been useful in the past? So Cookbook is a card that is very bad in this deck, or this archetype, I should say, but it's a card that people play because it specifically allows you to Madness Emrakul. And I also think the sagas are pretty awkward in the archetype too. Like, it's just, you have to play so many lands, and just by cutting that package, your curve is lower, and you get to play Sea Gate Wreckage, which has been great, and you get to have a lower mana curve overall. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I draw Breaker of Creation, I can't Sea Gate Wreckage. That'd be my issue. I'll just reset the audio interface. Is Stonebraid main deckable for board for Gemstone Ugin Slab deck, possibly in a Madcap Shell? Okay, well you don't want to play not in a Madcap Shell because you can only play the only artifact you can play in a Madcap Shell is Madcap Experiment. You possibly could. Oh, the cookbook and the Woodlands deck. I see. It is basically. It hasn't come up. I added it because I was playing a match off stream where it could have come up. Okay, so my Chalice is a bit awkward here. I guess I'm just gonna Coating. And feel like they can't really kill my Karn because I have Chalice in one. We did 2-0 round 3 in the challenge. We were 3-0. We played against Jeskai Control, which I think Control is our best matchup. Dreams of Psychic Frog Echo of Aeons. Just so tough to try to Echo of Aeons when your opponent can have Bowmasters, but it does sound very fun. Right, they can Karn me, or sorry, they can Flage my Karn though. Pretty good. Yeah, Flute would have been really good here. Now this Flage is pretty scary. Okay, probably discarding this to one of the Ob activations. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could Devourer. So we could go to 8, go to 5, Devourer, go to 1. Pretty narrow. How much of an issue is it that the Karn statue at the first reservoir needs another spell? If there was another combination that took up more sideboard slots but worked on an additional spell, could it be worth? It could be worth. We went through this long arc of trying to figure out if there was something that did that. Just like Karn is actually always a 1-card kill with Omniscience, and as far as I could figure out, there wasn't an avenue where you could make Karn always a 1-card kill. There might be a way to build it, and if you can figure it out, I'll gift you a sub or something. I don't know. I would definitely play it, of course. But this was the best we could do after a long time working on it in Timeless. Oh my gosh. I meant to target the Flage. I just I don't know what happened there. So at least this wasn't the challenge. Okay, so I'm the player, we're gonna cut the Gemstone Caverns for a swamp. Bring in the extra Dismember. Sorry, my brain just spasmed there. Go down to Thought-Knot Seers. I think that's probably good. You just add Reliquary Statue plus Clock of Omens to the statue reservoir. Okay, so let me read Clock of Omens. Doesn't that untap on instep? Tap 2 artifacts you control. Tap an untapped artifact. Okay. So you can tap the Clock of Omens and the statue to untap your Reliquary Statue, and then you bounce the Karn. Keeping this on the play against Mardu. Okay, so you get statue. Then you get Essence Reliquary. Then you pick up the statue. Then you play the statue, pick up Karn, get Clock of Omens. You get Clock of Omens, and then you tap the statue, and you tap the clock to untap the Reliquary, and then you pick up your Karn, and then you pick up your statue off the trigger, and then you have Infinite Storm, and you have the card. Okay, yeah, that's good enough to make the sideboard. It takes 2 more slots, but I do think that the ability to win without the extra spell in hand would be worth the 2 sideboard slots. I guess we were really working on this dialogue tree, trying to figure out this combo before MH3 came out. But I guess Essence Reliquary does just get it done, huh? Pretty cool. Yeah, -2 sideboard slots, which is costly, but it's probably worth. We could cut the cookbook. The cookbook can come up, but it hasn't really come up yet. Space Koala with the 26. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you. Yeah, we lost in the finals of the Vintage Cube yesterday to old friend Juju Bean. Yeah, Obelisk having so much mana value is pretty tough. Or mana cost and activated ability. EDH combo kills in Modern. I mean, in your Omniscience combo decks, you do have to look at the EDH players for some tech, I think. Alright. Still plenty of time. I'm not sure exactly what sideboard slots we're cutting from the Woodlands deck, so it would be probably the cookbook. And we could cut Haywire Might number 4. We could cut the explosives also. The explosives hasn't been like super relevant. All right, all 1s and 2s. They're playing Woodlands combo in the challenge. 3-0 at the moment. That's the wrong attack, right? Because now they can't double block my Seer. Have we ever fetched Ballista with Karn? In this deck? Oh, in the other deck. Yeah, the Ballista for Karn is important so you can kill Harbinger of the Tides. I definitely won a game because of that. So they're just gonna fill up the yard for Flage. But they can't play a, it's funny they can't play another they can't play a 2-drop here because of their own Damping Sphere. So 1 mana short of that. Too bad I can't play the Mind Stone, I guess. Attacking kills a creature, blocking kills a creature, might as well attack. Can't play the Mind Stone first because of our own Chalice, of course. We can get Ensnaring Bridge. Could get Ring. Ring is a little dicey. Take the bridge. And then I think I'm supposed to exile all just to try to get underneath the bridge. You're gonna get Tormod's Crypt? I think we could just get bridge and like take 3 from the Flage. Although like they're not gonna Flage me next turn anyways. Oh, sorry. I should have cast the Mind Stone here. Sorry. I saw you tweeted a photo of Arena Glory X War Instigator. What became of that? Sadly, not good. Yeah, I tested it off stream and it did not perform at all, really. No, I had 3 mana, so I could play the stone. Oh, sorry, I don't have 3 mana. This is only tapping for 1 because of the Damping Sphere. Okay, never mind. Sorry. So we did the right thing after all. Yeah, it's like the problem with the Ward Instigator stuff was like Guide of Souls is a 1/2, and also Upright has first strike, and Amtraptor has first strike, and like Orcish Bowmaster exists. It's like it's just really tough to like get it to work. Okay, so I'm going down to 3, but this does open them up to me Tormod scripting their Flage. And then maybe, I guess we can't Stonebrain because of our Chalice, right? There's a Devourer also, which I can't cast. So I suppose I just Tormod's Crypt and play Bridge, and then leave the Seer back to block the cat. Oh no, sorry, I can play Mindstone and Bridge. Oh wait, but not, no. Initially I forgot I can't because of this, which is why I have to leave the Seer back. Okay, it's all coming back together. So play this, leave the Seer back to block this cat. These are underneath the bridge. Chalice on 1 and Chalice on 2. They plus the Ajani, which is a problem. And it was a problem that could be solved if I drew a land for Devourer. Instead, I drew another Devourer. I know that their hand is just double Amped Raptor, right? So I can do a very cheeky play here, where I can animate my Ensnaring Bridge, and then I can choose to keep Bridge as a creature, and I can choose to keep Chalice as an artifact. Alternatively, I could choose to lose my Chalice on 2, so I could play Mindstone later. But I think I want to keep the Chalice on 2, so let's, because I know they have double Raptor. Fun line. Hopefully I didn't find a bolt, because I'm going to lose my Chalice on 1 now. Okay, so I choose Planeswalker, Artifact, Creature. What's special with this line? Well, I turned my bridge into a creature to play around the Ajani Ultimate. I don't know if you ever seen that before. All right, they did have the bolt. Okay, we did kind of punt game 1 too. Well, they're probably still losing. Yeah, let's see if we can get match 4 done before round 4 of the challenge starts. Crediting you for being cold deck called a pile of genius. Well, that's nice of you. What is a page? It's on the mold of 5. Oh, Facebook page, I see. Not really on the book myself, but that's nice of you. Interesting. Regretting not playing the Temple turn 1. So we go Mindstone into second map, and then we can go Seer plus Crack map next turn. Well, we can't do that and also play our other Tron piece, which is a bit awkward, I guess. Ooh, cool. This is twice in a row now we've played against like a Swift Spear deck when we're trying to like just get through matches really fast in between rounds, so that's pretty lucky. Yeah, 1 card in their hand. Oh. Dude, the ring isn't even an Eldrazi. This card sucks. Played around it seems. Looking for a Lava Dart. Graveyard's a land. No attacks. And they called it a mine. A mine. Caverns in. Swamp out. Dismember's in, I think. -2 Seers. Cruising today. Sounds great if we draw an imprintable, expedition map, power plant. It also just does have a chalice, which is kind of not, you know, better against them than against burn, I think. We're going to keep. Okay, not quite lucky enough to just rip imprintable here. Is it Thought-Knot Seer good against red decks? On the draw against prowess, I don't think Thought-Knot Seer is very good. It's on the play, I'm going to bring him back in. Just kind of slow. Kind of an interesting choice between going Mindstone Map versus Chalice on one here. I think it gets the suspended show off. We just need to get this down. It might be cooked. Why is every person who says the ring has not been banned is playing in their decks? Aha. I'm gonna start banning people who are anti-ring lobbyists. I don't know. You can want the ring to be banned. Wanting the ring to be banned is a fine take. Please, please, I need a break, dude. I need a break. Spare me. Every single time I go on these ring rants, I'm like, if you want the ring to be banned, it's fine. Please stop asking me about it. And they just, the lobbyers are just out there, dude. Yeah, wanting the ring to be banned is a totally reasonable, fine take. I don't. It's fine. It's fine. And it's also a tired one too. Ooh, Mine Tower Power Plant. I guess we're keeping. Need to top deck some juice. Asked for 38 months. Thank you. Welcome back. Appreciate you. What's this deck list? You can find it in the Mox field. Ooh. Turn 3 Breaker of Creation for 6 life. Don't mind if I do. People are also tired of the ring, so it makes sense. I mean, people could be tired of the ring. I don't know how they're not tired of complaining about it in my chat every single day. It's okay. No! Damn it. See what you did, ring players. See what you made me do. Sucks. I'm just trying to play Breaker of Creation in peace. Not gonna crack the map here. Ooh, they can sack their monster roll token too. Yesterday, I remember yesterday when I Savine Reclamation back Eternal Witness in the land and cube, and I had the Eternal Witness trigger on the stack, and it was so tough to click the time walk in my yard with Eternal Witness. Like the amount of frames I had to click was so close. It was really way too tricky. Was it deranged to play the ring there? I think it's a lot better to wait a turn where I just get to go like Annihilator 2, time walk with the ring, than Annihilator 2. Obviously ring there would have been fine. Both lines seem pretty winning. But I'm just getting so much life with Breaker. And they don't have like a real prowess creature in play. It seems like we're in pretty good shape. Pixels, not frames. Yeah, pixels. Yeah, I'm drinking some tea right now. I'm taking the stuff from inside. What's the plan for Damping Sphere Blood Moon? The plan is just caster spells. Like, you know, you have Mind Stones to ramp. You have you have rings. You have Karns. You have Thought-Knot Seers. You have Kozilek's commands. Kozilek's command also helps you like just ramp out your big stuff too. The plan is to just cast your spells. All right, so we're 3-1 here. We're gonna not enter another match, but 2 full matches in between rounds again is cool. What I like to do on my stream is I like to brew. I like to try to innovate. I like to try new things. I like to deck build. I like to explore cards, and like people don't come to this stream because they want to see the best modern deck grinded nonstop. They want to see cutting edge tech. They want to see me trying this new stuff. I don't think I want any of this, which is what I try to do here. There are some channels that just try to grind the best deck nonstop, and that's good. They have got their niche, and I've got mine. But this, the express goal of the channel is to brew, is to try to innovate, to try to meta game, to try to maximize cards, figure out packages. Oh, sorry, I forgot to take the hand hider down. So we're 3-1 in this league with this Eldrazi Tron build. Seems like their deck might be weak to Chalice the Void. Let's just go bring in Caverns. These matches have been going so fast. Since we picked up Boseiju, was it possible to uptick Karn, and was it possible to uptick Karn on Nadu and Boseiju? No, Karn. You're confusing Karn's +1 with Liquimetal Coating's activation. Karn doesn't turn things into artifacts. It turns artifacts into creatures. How'd Storm go? Escape to the Wilds was really clunky. I didn't like it very much. Might have been predictable. Okay, we have another turn 1, Chalice in 1, and they conceded to it last time. Makes sense. Could we have gotten Coating? So I got Might the first time because I didn't want them to just needle my Karn, which would have been like pretty game losing for us. It was a tough game. I don't I don't have a lot of notes, y'all. It was a tough game. I don't know if it was winnable. I don't know if we had a line. So I guess we'll Chalice on 0 to prevent the Profane Tutors here. What's all the lantern lately? I don't know. People were bored, I guess. Wait, I probably wait to turn on this Kozilek's command and just do it like X=4 next turn. Oh, this is main deck Damping Sphere? Okay, thankfully they're shuffling it away. Main deck Damping Sphere. Oh, sorry. Not main deck. I forgot that they conceded on turn 1 last time. Nice to be playing one of the mini decks that just slaughters Lantern. One of the mini decks. Okay. Let's go for the command now, I guess. So they conceded without us sideboarding, that's why we have the Devourer still in. Or so they conceded before playing anything. Yeah. So the Profane Tutor is getting countered. They don't mill their bridge. We might lose here. Like I mean, we can get we can get our card draw land, which should help a lot. Maybe we should have a blast zone in the deck. Not for this matchup, but for Energy 2. Yeah, so it's game 1. They just conceded on turn 1. I just like forgot we even played that game, Okay, the Thoughtseize here is actually not even bad for me because I just want to get my hand empty for the Sea Gate Wreckage. Does always does anything? There's no. So I played a Chalice on turn 1 and they conceded before playing a single card last game. So I just didn't sideboard, but we'll cut the all is dust for game 3. Although we don't really have much to bring in, right? So they don't have a land on top of their library, so they probably have to target themselves to try to find a land for bridge, lest they get annihilated out of the game. Didn't want to just jam Devour last turn. No, it seems better to cast Breaker this turn. Devour is just a 6/6. This is a Annihilator 2. And like this is mostly good if they just don't find a land, and then like yeah, they're just like milling themselves. They have to lantern themselves now. Okay. After losing to some lantern, I'm happy to just like slaughter it in a league. Obviously, that was a pretty lopsided matchup. Okay, so we got the Showcase Challenge tomorrow. I mean, the Woodlands deck is looking like a pretty promising option. Ooh, I lost it, day. I mean, the problem with playing the Mono Green Eldrazi, we probably need to save Mono Green Eldrazi till post Nadu ban, because Nadu's the worst matchup. Let's... I think there's a good chance I play this Eldrazi build tomorrow. But let's just run it back real quick.